Hello, darlings. Today we are going to have an extremely Christmassy, artistic, long bullet journal plan with me. And of course, I had to set the vibe with a little hot cocoa. I absolutely love this Barbie 12 Days of Christmas. And when I saw it, I had to get it. So I thought we would try the first one here together. And once I had that all set up, I went ahead and grabbed a wonderful candle. This is last year's Confectionery Soaps Co. Christmas tree candle. It smells just like a Christmas tree cake, so I just love that so much. They have the best candles. Usually I start with my digital planner, but because we are setting the vibe for December and feeling all of the warm, cozy vibes, I really wanted to start with my bullet journal and have a calm, artistic plan with me. So we spent quite a bit of time together on the cover page. So as usual, I did put timestamps down below if you'd like to skip to a different part of the video. And I've also linked a couple of little goodies for you all if you are interested in any of the different pages that we do. This December cover page is very nostalgic for me. It reminds me a lot of my childhood. Growing up, my dad is a fireman, and I don't know if anybody else remembers those little ceramic houses for the Christmas villages. We had a lot of the firehouse ones, and at Christmas time we would have all of the cute little glass Christmas firehouses with snow on them. And honestly, that was really a big part of Christmas for me, was seeing all of the little firehouses with snow come out and fireman Santas and all of those little pieces that make the season really magical. I wanted to bring that into my cover for this month's bullet journal. And I feel like even though I'm definitely not an artist, it turned out pretty well for what I think I'm capable of. So I really hope that this season brings a lot of nostalgia for everyone. I think it's always really beautiful to think back to pleasant memories, and I feel like Christmas time is one of those times for a lot of people where they work extra hard to have a really magical moment. One of my other favorite memories from Christmas time is bringing down those big plastic bins of decorations. And my mom was really wonderful about keeping every single little ornament that I made as a child. You're in kindergarten and they make this little snowflake with your picture on it and as your name. And oh yeah, in kindergarten, first grade. Or you put your handprint on a little ornament, and my mom is very sentimental like that. She kept all of them. So bringing down these big bins and every ornament with my face on it or my name, I would get to put on there. And I think now when I'm decorating, I feel really nostalgic because I remember all of those moments, or putting on those. I don't even know if anybody remembers these plastic window clings. I think you maybe can still get them at Walmart. I have no idea. But I remember every single one. They're so vivid in my memory. And I think those small things, those inexpensive moments with each other, the baking of certain, chocolate cookies and things like that, those are the moments that really stay with you as time goes on. And those are the things that I try to recreate in my own life. I think because I grew up in a really small town, I have very fun traditions that I remember from my life. We grow up and there's not always a lot to do, and I grew up with a lot of cousins, and I think those things of having everybody over for Christmas and everybody comes together for Thanksgiving, and my mom's mom buys everybody buckets of popcorn, and my cousins all get dressed up and everybody talks about what they got for Christmas. And even though we didn't have a lot, we had each other. And it's such a different life than I live now because I live in a very metropolitan area. So growing up in that really small town, it gives you a perspective of life that is really meaningful. And I think it's one of those things that I always carry with me. I really like this technique for creating bricks on the front of the building. So I'm using this so that I get straight, even lines, and the spacing will also be even. And then I will go back in and darken them up after I finish stenciling. I absolutely love this technique. As I said, I'm definitely not an artist, but it helps a lot when you have a guideline like this to follow. And then I'll just go back in and I'll darken these lines up, and then you'll see that I'll actually turn the stencil the other way to create the bricks. I thought this was really cute, and it's definitely not going to be perfect, but I really loved this cover page and I really love this style of Playing With Me. Now I'll go in and shade all of the bricks. I really like using colored pencils for this type of art, and also for any type of coloring when I do coloring books and things like that. I think coloring pencils, they give you a very familiar feeling. We've all used pencils and writing utensils before. I think color pencils feel easier if you're beginning to try and do some art of your own. So I definitely enjoy that. And I used the crazy color pencils, but I also got the Crayola Colors of the World. I think that pack of color pencils is one of the most unique sets of color pencils I've seen. I really enjoy that. Now I'm finally going to start drawing the actual little fire engine. I really like this style of fire engine. It's a little more cartoony because I felt like that might be easier for me, but I also really enjoy adding little seasonal elements and working on shading and trying to figure out what it would look like if you really were looking at the front of it. So if you all enjoy this type of plan with me and you like to see a little bit more of an artistic, I'll always put timestamps down below. That way you can skip it if you don't want to see all of it, but I would love to do more of these if you all are interested. After I finished the windows, I got a little nervous, so I went ahead and sketched it all out really lightly, and then I went back in and filled it in. I didn't realize how many little details there are on this, but honestly, I just thought it was so cute. And I really love doing all the little accent pieces, the mirrors and the lights and the little symbols on the front. I think this is so fun. And like I said, it's just so nostalgic for me. I've seen these my entire life and I've been around them my entire life. So I think this is probably something that I'm more familiar with. This is the style of fire engine that I'm more familiar with, but my brother can tell you all about it. I have no idea what type this is, but hopefully it will inspire you to take some things from your childhood and create some art out of them. after I finished my little firehouse, I went ahead and sketched a little house so we would have a little friend next to him. I used green so it'll look extra Christmassy with the red and green. And I did more of a square shingle roof on this one because I thought that would look really cute. But I still did a lot of the shading that you saw me do on the other one. I think if you want things to look a little bit more artistic, shading is always a really good way to go, and then outlining things a little more harshly, because if you look at something in real life, you'll notice that all of the shapes are a little bit more outlined in your mind, so it gives it a more realistic look in my mind. Once I finished up doing all of the little artistic things, I went back in with a white acrylic paint pen to do all of the snow details. I love this. It honestly made me want to do some painting because I think it added such a really beautiful highlight, and it really helped it look more snowy and more realistic. so that's my finished cover page. Then I wanted to do a little mood tracker, and I decided to do a more modern looking Christmas tree. I really like this idea. I think if you're going to do any type of page in your bullet journal for December, I would be remiss to not use this as an excuse to draw a Christmas tree. So I did the star as the 31st, and then I did all types of cute little ornaments, and that way I can fill each of them in for each day of the month. Once I finished the tree, I added those little presents, and then of course I added my title, and then I added a little key for all of my moods and making sure that I could also track when I wasn't feeling well. I also did a Christmas movie list. It's listed down below as a pin on Pinterest, and I did a habit tracker with a little Christmas village. But I didn't want to make this too long for you all. I did want to show you my Christmas gift list. I saw a version of this on a couple of different pins, and I wanted to do my own version that I thought might be a little bit cute and adorable, in a way to really track if you needed to order something or shop for something or make something. So I love this page. I thought it was super cute. I did the ribbon first, and I made the word list as part of the ribbon, and then I filled it all in with the red marker. I just think this is such a cute page. This is my favorite page for the month for sure. Then I wrote the words Christmas gifts on the little tag, and I went ahead and filled that in with green and outlined it with a green pen. Then I added a few little details to make it look super cute and realistic with the little lines on the tag. And then also I went ahead and colored that in with brown color pencil. And then I went in and shaded it a little bit more with this darker color pencil. Then I wrote the words order to know if I had to order something online, or shop/make to know if I wanted to make something for that person and what my idea was. I think it's turned out so cute. Finally, I want to show you, this is my digital planner. I'm also going to be posting this on my Pinterest so you can see the whole cover. But I did also do a December monthly update, red font, of course, with all of my monthly goals. Of course, our most important goal is enjoying the holiday season. So I'll see you next time, darlings. Bye.